Hey guys, this is George from Reclinability and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick comparison between two of my favorite budget gaming chairs, the GTRacing chair on the left and the Homall S-Racer on the right. Both are very similarly priced. In fact, on Amazon right now, they're priced at exactly the same, $129.99. So in this video, I'll be showing you what I liked about the GTRacing chair over the Homall and vice versa, and ultimately which one I prefer and which one I think you should get. So let's go. So let's first talk about what the GTRacing chair does better over the Homall, and there are three specific things. The first are the armrests. So the armrests on the GTRacing are 3D. They can move up and down independently, and they can also pivot in and out based on the position of your arms. So if you're typing, this is a good position to pivot the armrest in. Whereas on the Homall, they're actually fixed. They do not even move up and down. So to adjust the height of your armrest, you actually have to adjust the height of the seat. So the importance of adjustable armrests really comes down to whether or not you use them when you're typing. Because when you're typing, what you want is the armrest to be desk level, right? So with adjustable armrests, that's easy to do by bringing it up. So when I do this, now the armrests are at desk level without having to adjust the seat height. So if you tend to use the armrest when you're typing, for example, then having adjustable armrest is very important. However, if you're like me, and what I do sometimes often is I actually use the desk for support when I'm typing, then having adjustable armrest is not that important because I'm really relying on the desk to cushion my elbows when I'm typing. So again, whether or not these are important depends on whether or not you use the armrest when you're typing. So that's the first good thing about the GTRacing, the armrests. The second is the gas lift. So the gas lift on the GTRacing is a little bit more heavy duty than that on the Homall. On the GTRacing, it uses a class 4 piston versus a class 3 piston found on the Homall. Class 4 pistons have a theoretical weight capacity of around 450 pounds compared to 300 pounds on the class 3. This means that if you're a heavier person, the gas lift on the GTRacing will be able to support you better than that on the Homall chair. To be honest though, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, since both chairs come with other budget components that limit their weight capacity to around 230 pounds in my opinion. And the final advantage of the GTRacing chair is the higher reclinability of the backrest. So in the GTRacing, the backrest reclines to 170 degrees. If you include the added tilting, it actually goes past horizontal. Compare this to the Homall chair, which reclines to around 165 degrees max. Now, the extra degrees may not seem like much, but once you're able to go past horizontal, it literally brings about new sensations as the blood flows to your head. It's a strangely relaxing feeling that's comparable to sitting in a zero-gravity chair. So let's talk about what the Homall S-Racer does better over the GTRacing. And there are actually 3 to 4 things. The first and most significant is the quality of the seat cushioning. The seat cushioning on the Homall is thicker than that on the GTRacing. And also the padding inside is slightly denser and higher quality. So this means that I feel that the seat in the Homall will last longer than that on the GTRacing. So that's the first thing, is the thickness and the quality of the padding inside the seat. And the second thing is the backrest. The backrest on the Homall has a lot more padding compared to the backrest on the GTRacing. I would say the difference is probably 2 to 3 times. So that's a significant amount of padding difference between the two chairs. The lumbar pillow is also bigger on the Homall compared to the GTRacing one, and it's more protrusive, and as such I feel it offers better back support. And finally, just overall in terms of the build quality, the Homall actually has a slight leg up over the GTRacing. Both do squeak a little, but this one tends to squeak a little less than the GTRacing after 6 months. So overall build quality, I feel like the Homall actually has a slight leg up over the GTRacing chair. So now that I've gone through both chairs' pros and cons, the big question is, which one do I prefer? It's actually pretty tough. They're very similar, but ultimately, I'll have to go with the GTRacing chair for mostly the higher level of adjustability, in particular in the armrest and the backrest recline. Now, that's not to say that everyone should just run to the GTRacing chair. I feel that if you're closer to the maximum 230-pound weight limit I impose on both chairs, the Homall may hold up better over time for you thanks to the denser padding and slightly better build quality. But for people in my weight class, which is 150 pounds, maybe up to 180 pounds, the GTRacing chair will serve you better.